in my opinion, Mike wasn't all that good of a defender.
Mike who?
Jordan.
Defensive player of the year.
All that was a lot
10
of
times. I think it was 10 all defensive teams. That Michael
man,
Jordan.
all that's you know what all that is, dog.
What is it?
You know what all that is. Not all that's NBA shit. Yeah, we like Mike. We gonna put him out there. Da 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 da. I'm talking about being out there. I seen this motherfucker get his ass bust where he couldn't stop a motherfucker. Yes, Mike fouled too, but no, they not gonna call the shit because the rest want to eat his dick all day. Oh no, I'm not gonna call that on Mike. But down the other end, oh, you fouled Mike. Yeah, Mike. Hey, Mike, my guy, go to the line, shoot. No, I seen Mike get his ass
When?
ate up before. Oh, against J.R. Ryder. Yeah, problem against Clyde Drexler. Shit, don't forget the early Joe Dumars. You know what I'm saying? It was again, it's part of the game.
Right.
Nobody is perfect. We all got, you know what I'm saying, our nemesis with this game. But no, if you needed a bucket, yeah, and I'm not saying that he didn't play defense. I'm just saying that to me, his defense wasn't as high as most other cats at that time, or of course they put him on a lot of defensive teams because he might be playing weak side defense, but that's not really doing nothing. You playing the passing lane. All that take is a pump fake. You gonna bite, and I can hit your man back.
He don't bite though. He first team.
So they say.
I feel like, there's probably something definitely to his popularity helping there, but I do think
No shit.
he was fucking defending though.
I again.
Like at a high level though.
As I said, I'm not saying he didn't play defense, but I don't know if that defense was worthy enough. Maybe they were looking at his offense being defense, getting guys in foul trouble, who's guarding him. And some people look at that as playing good defense because now you're out the game while I'm still in here.
But he was getting like 3 steals and a block a game too. Like he was getting busy for a minute defensively, along with the 35.
What changed his game was offense. What changed the game for them was offense. It wasn't a joint like shit. If that was the case, look at the matchups he had with Dominique Wilkins. Dominique going right back at his ass. He couldn't stop Dominique with shit. Now I'm not saying Dominique was stopping him.
Right, I was gonna say, yeah, I feel like everybody just getting 30.
Yeah, but like, nah, I don't know, man. I don't think as far as I couldn't put him on like 10 or 11 consecutive first team all defensive joints, dog.
The NBA did though.
I know. Well, we know what that was. Who put them votes up there? It's all the media. Mike's loved in the media. We know that. Number one.
What if it's both though? What if he's also loved and a great defender?
Then it would have showed. Then he would have definitely some DePoys.
He got one.
He would have some.
I feel like they was given to mostly. It was a different era then. He got one as a guard. Does that say something that he was good enough to get one as a guard when they were giving it to
bigs? Because we playing defense. We the ones that's getting blocked. He could go score 50. His man could score whatever, and if he get 1 or 2 steals, all great defensive game. But how when you giving up just as many points as you getting?
I ain't giving up 50 though. He might give up 20, but if I'm coming out plus 30,
Bird lit that ass up.
Bird lit a lot of people's ass up.
Dominique lit that ass up.
He did to a lot of people.
To me, from when I was growing up, I think those were his 2 biggest competitors who would go back and forth with him. Was Dominique and Larry Bird, but mainly Dominique because shit, that was athleticism versus athleticism.
Right.
That right there.
I feel like that's like Dominique, for as great a player as he was, he didn't make any all defensive teams. You know what I mean? He didn't have that type of rep because he was an offensive.
Wasn't a defender. He wasn't on a winning team. He wasn't the motherfucking league poster boy.
I feel like you only get there by being. You had to be, like you said, Magic before all time great, Larry before all time great. You got to get to the great part before they even make you.
Dog, they were banking on Mike when Mike was getting his ass beat every night when he first got drafted in Chicago. They were banking on Mike then.
Because they knew he was special.
Yeah, no, I'm not saying he's not. I never said he wasn't special.
You hate Michael Jordan.
No, I don't. I don't hate Mike. Not at all. I know Mike's a fucking great player. But in my book, Mike ain't the GOAT. And that's just in my book. And I could be a little biased because I'm a big man. I'm 7 feet and I'm going with Kareem.
But he went to Carolina. That's where I thought the bias would. I thought we would agree.
That's why. I can't. Just because he went to the brotherhood. That was a good thing. We was all brothers, blood brothers, true blood brothers, real blood brothers.
Enough of that shit.
But nah, bro. I mean, and again, y'all, I don't want y'all sitting up here saying she was this, she was that. Look, y'all, this is just my fucking opinion. Just letting y'all know, this is my opinion. This is how I feel. We in Portland. I'm playing in Portland, right? So, of course, the Blazers are the only professional show in town. Excuse me. And the next closest town, of course, is Seattle.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going, it's a friend of mine who's been living in Portland for about, when I got there, she was living in Portland probably for about 40 years, 30 or 40 years.
Okay.
Right? So, we became friends, used to go over to her smoke shop, all that shit, right? So, we over there. I went over there one day after a game. I had some family in town. So I'm like, oh, yeah, we cool after the game. I'm going to take you somewhere, take you over to my girl crib. We could put one or two up in the air. Boom, bang. So we get over there. And, we just talking, shooting the breeze and shit, right? Then she was like, yeah. She was like, I don't like what Bill Walton is saying about you. I'm like, I ain't hear shit.
What did he say?
Like, I just left the arena, seen him face to face. The motherfucker ain't say shit to me. Like, what'd he say? And then Patty was like, she said, oh, just talking about you guys and the Jail Blazers and, how you guys like to smoke marijuana and this and that. I was like, yeah. I said, the crazy thing about it, I was like, I know he smoked
I feel like y'all should get along.
And all that shit when he was at UCLA in Cali in college. I know he did, right? Like, well, I don't know he did, but I'm just, stating pretty much somewhat, which sounds more logical. Okay, so, but I know for a fact that he was on them shrooms and that weed and a couple of other things in Portland because she told me, right? So she was like, oh yeah, we used to smoke out at so-and-so park and have fun and, we used to do this and do that, and yeah, it was a good old time. I said, yeah? I said, what park is this again? She told me the name of it. I said, all right. I said, I can't wait till the next time I see this dude. So, yo, if you don't stop talking shit about on TV about me and my homies, at the time my teammates, then I'm gonna start talking the same shit about you.
So when did you see him? When was the next time you saw him?
It was a while afterwards, but I didn't forget it. Because I'm like, you sitting up here talking about us saying, oh, the whole marijuana thing is a problem and blah, 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 and the whole team is this and that. But, hey, dog, you did the same fucking thing. Don't be a hypocrite. You did worse, actually. Because, shit, at least our shit was weed. And I know for a fact, straight from the horse's mouth, you did shit worse than weed.
Right.
So, no,
I feel like he would have advocated for y'all.
No,
to be like, hey, yeah, man, weed not really that big of a deal.
Man, fuck him. I don't fuck with him.
Damn.
Yeah, real talk. Nah, I don't fuck with that dude, dog.
Can we broker the piece? Can we?
Nah, ain't no broker in the piece with that motherfucker, dog. To me, he's a terrible TV analyst. ESPN only hire him because he's fucking Bill Walton.
He's fucking Bill Walton.
Quote unquote legend, but nah, he lucked up his whole career. Lucked up on damn UCLA. Lucked up with Boston,
What about Portland? Was that luck?
Now that's the thing that gets me. So in Portland, they a lot of people in Portland and a lot of this news media want to portray it like he was the fucking man. He wasn't the fucking man on that Portland championship team. It's Maurice Lucas. Mo was the man on that team. Mo was the enforcer. Mo was the go-to man. Yeah, Bill Walton put his scores in. He put a couple buckets in, but dog, you wasn't the man on that team. Yeah, no, it's just I don't fuck with his arrogance, man, because he act like he's the best thing since sliced bread. You wasn't the best center to come out of college or out of your college. you know, you were so-so, you were average.
Even with what he accomplished in the NBA and in college.
That's just my opinion. He lucked up. He lucked up on a good Boston Celtics team. And to me, I don't see how that all goes. All right, don't get me wrong, I didn't go back and look at my homework, but you know, for him to come into Boston and to win a couple chips that early in Boston couldn't have been that terrible for him to get.
Well, Boston was at the end of his career.
Yeah,
they got to Boston at the end.
But still, they couldn't.
Oh yeah, I think that was the '86 Celtics. Like at that time, I think considered like one of the best teams. That's when he was coming off the bench after the injuries. If I have the timeline. I don't think you care much about the timeline.
Yeah, fuck him. I don't know. Yeah, fuck him. Yeah, I said it.
That's tough. Two Blazers greats, man. We can't smoke this one out and
fuck him.
So no. So the answer is no. Okay.
Let's not get on steroids, HGH, any type of muscle enhancers or whatever. Hell no, you ain't out muscling him.
Since we're talking about Tristan Thompson, I would like to know what percentage of players do you think in the NBA are using some kind of muscle enhancer, growth hormone, something along those lines?
Man, I would definitely have to say a very, very small percentage.
You think so?
Yeah.
Like 10%, 20%?
Shit, I would say like 10% or less. I would say less. Because dog, that's a heavy hitter. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know we got some rebellious guys in the league. You know, I was rebellious, this and that, but we ain't gonna be stupid enough to be able to, because your first pop is costing you bread.
Right.
It's costing you bread. Like, with him being suspended for 25 games, that's his contract. Because it wasn't like he was getting one of them like 3-year, $125 million. No, he was getting probably, you know, a little bit above veteran minimum.
Mm.
That's his contract though. Now, in 25 games, you out of here. Because that's 25 80 seconds.
Right, that you're missing.
And what I mean by that is we play 82 games. So every game where, you know, you're fined or suspended, or I should say you're suspended, excuse me. Every game you're suspended, you don't get paid for that game.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? So now, that's when it goes, like for me, when I got suspended them 7 games, no, I was fine, but we made the playoffs. My share wasn't as big as everybody's who played in the full 82. Because I was only able to play in 75. You know what I'm saying? So that's how all that shit broke down. But yeah, I don't know. I gotta say it's a real small percentage though, dog. I don't think it's a lot of dudes using HGHs, PEDs, all that shit to get over, because it's a whole different game.
You think it's any big names people will be surprised about using it?
I don't know. It could be. Shit, that was a big name I was surprised by. Like, that's one of the last dudes I thought would be, because you ain't really fucking playing.
He was getting like 3 and 3 and 1 per 36. I guess that just means nothing to you. Would you even need? I feel like you needed to guard Shaq and David Robinson. Do I needed to guard Chet Holmgren?
I didn't need the PEDs, HGHs. Because see, now you're talking about a whole different thing then. When I came into the league playing against these guys, they were grown-ass men with kids. It's a difference. And, you know, for all y'all out there who know what I'm talking about, y'all play pickup, you know what I'm saying, that Lifetime or 24-hour fitness, all that shit in your neighborhoods or wherever. And when y'all go against that old motherfucker and he foul the shit out of you, you be like, damn, old head, why you foul me so hard? You know what I'm saying? That's
Terry
how that
Cummins
shit was
strength.
back then. That's how it was back then. You know, but now it's a lot more finesse to today's game.
Definitely.
You know what I'm saying? It's not as physical. So no, they don't really need to be doing the PEDs and shit. But it's still confusing and mind-boggling to me why the fuck this motherfucker of all people doing it. Ain't like you getting major minutes with Cleveland.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Ain't like you that 6th man of the year candidate. Like for what? Dog?
He just do it for the love of the game. He just loves performance enhancing drugs.
Hey, I just love putting dope in my arms, man, and try to be strong.
Shit make me alive.
Oh no, he was a weirdo for that one though. That's dickhead of the day for that one.
Tristan Thompson, dickhead of the day.
Yeah, he's dickhead of the day, dog.
So second pop, is it 50? Is it 25, 50? Or I might be thinking of MLB.
With what? As far as games?
Enhancer, yeah.
I don't know. I never went down that road before.
Interesting for you to say.
I've only done the technical foul road, but
right. You did performance D enhancers.
I don't know if the first one was 25. I probably might be guessing the second one might be if he gets charged again, it might be 30 games or 40 games, something like that. I'm not sure. But I know it's in increments though.
Yeah.
It's not just going to be like, let's say if he get caught again, hopefully he won't, but let's say if he get caught again, it's not going to be an automatic kicked out the league.
Right.
It's going to be another suspension. It's more like a 3-strike policy that you get in the league. It's, the first one is like, all right, we can
tighten up.
A mistake. Yeah, tighten up. The second one is like, all right, you still doing this dickhead shit, huh?
Right.
And then that last one is like, all right, go ahead and keep doing it.
Yeah, you're done, buddy. You're ready to learn Guangdong Tigers, buddy.
Man. The next thing you know, you getting a call from coach, hey, yeah, you ain't got to come into practice today.
You can turn
your agent calling you and shit. Hey, how they do it in football? Hey, coach want to see you. Bring your playbook with you.
And your backpack, your keys, your shoes. Bring all your shit with you. What's the worst road trip? Yeah.
Man, I was with Portland. Got stuck in Utah. We played them during the playoffs.
So good weed.
So that shit was terrible. So we playing them in the playoffs. And it was back then where it was like game 1 would be like Sunday afternoon, then game 2 would be Wednesday. And then game 3 would be like that Friday night or Saturday afternoon. They stretched it out.
Right.
So we was there for about a week. And man, that's when I found out that the alcohol content is lower in the state of Utah.
What?
Like, okay, so let's say if this was Heineken here, right now in Atlanta, and I'm, hypothetically, I'm saying the alcohol level was 4.0. In Utah, it's going to be like maybe 1.8.
Bullshit.
1.9
for the same exact beer or whatever.
I was like, whoa. I noticed it one night. We was all out, a couple guys out at dinner, and I was, I was back. That's when I was killing Heinekens, and I'm like, damn, I had about 7 of these motherfuckers already. And I ain't feeling shit. Right? Yeah, I'm not feeling woozy from the jacking or nothing. Like, and the bartender's like, because it's not the same ABV as the other states.
That's whack. I don't like that.
Well, I mean, I guess, with them being religious, the Mormons.
Then don't sell it at all. What side of the game? Like, if you
make a cheap buck, I don't know. But that was my worst spot, though.
What was your best road trip?
All playoff stuff. I would say one of the best ones when we went to Dallas. That trip, we were down 3-0, and we came back to force a game 7. That whole road trip in Dallas was fun.
Why? Even if y'all was down 3, what made it so fun?
Because we was coming. They had us 3-0, so it was like, all right, our backs against the wall, so let's go all out. And then when we beat that first game, okay, well, let's get this next one. We beat that next, so we on the road, we feeling good. We just getting back into our regular season mode instead of all like playoff. And man, that was fun. Just hanging out down there, talking shit with they fans. And let me see, where else was a good road trip? As far as playoffs wise, because we were there the longest for playoffs. I would probably say Miami. When I was with Detroit, when, during the time when they had Shaq and when D-Wade first got there, all of that, I would say, yeah. That was always good road trips because we were there for a couple of days soaking up that sun, coming from rainy ass Detroit and snowy ass Detroit. It was oh man, couldn't wait.
Clippers got a lot going on right now. They made a trade for James Harden.
How you feeling about that? I know that's your team.
Yeah, you know I love my Clippers. I always have. Why did they make that trade though? Like James Harden's a good player. I don't want to say that like why wouldn't you trade for James Harden? He's a good player, but I feel like we've kind of seen the James Harden. Like we know how this story ends, right?
You see how it's going.
But
it's how
you normally get like a season of really good play first.
Nah, it's so. First and foremost, let me say this. I'm glad my 7'6" cats is back to normal. Playing pretty good. As long as we can get Embiid to be a big man and stop trying to be a guard, we're really, really good.
I feel like that's kind of what he gravitates.
Yeah, true. But
toward at times.
Shit. I never was one for us when we had Harden.
Why?
I didn't cheer for it because I knew what type of player he was. Like, don't get me wrong. In his prime when he was in Houston, he was the motherfucker to guard. Mm-hmm. He's putting the ball on the floor at least 20 times per shot. It's hard to motherfucking guard one dude for the whole shot clock.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So he did his thing out there, and when he got traded to us, I knew it was going to mess up our chemistry for the simple fact we got a big man. We got one of the better bigs to play in the league. So that's going to fuck his shit up, no matter, even if he is on a wing or on a block. With all the whole dancing, you dancing for about 17 seconds of the shot clock, 18 seconds of the shot clock. Well, damn, now you going 9-1-1 somebody, right. Or you going to be shooting over 2 or 3 people because they know you ain't passing.
Right.
So it was just his whole makeup for how the Sixers were, I think, was a bad thing. So
even for what they traded to get him?
Oh, really? Yeah. We gave up a lot to get him. We gave up a lot.
To get Harden?
Yeah, for Harden.
Ben Simmons?
We gave up a lot. That was a number 1 pick.
He was a number 1 pick once upon a time.
Dog, that's a lot. That come with a lot.
He was sitting on that. He wasn't playing.
Understandable, but still, and we giving Ben Simmons another day, but still, at the end of the day, he was a number 1 pick. That number 1 pick, that's a certain cap as far as bread and all the other shit. Yeah, that was a lot to give up for him, but they did what they did. I was brown bagging it for them years. But like, what's my man name? Like Cinque?
Who?
Cinque. You don't know who Cinque was?
Who?
From what's the one movie?
I thought
Give Us Free.
Movies that people haven't seen.
Nah, dog. You seen this, man? Oh man, I swear to goodness, you would Give Us Free. Give Us Free.
Amistad.
Yeah.
Amistad. Yeah.
My man Cinque.
That's how you feel when James Harden left?
Give Us Free.
It was that bad. The Amistad.
Give Us Free.
Parallels.
Give us free. And he was spitting a lot free. That's how I felt.
Is that why they playing free
a lot
now?
better?
Like, that's why they playing better now?
They playing free. No, we got a better team than we had the last couple of years, though. Maxi's starting to come into his own more and more. Maxi.
Who's that?
Maxi.
Where'd he go to school?
The young fella. Where is Maxi from?
You know where he's from. Anyway, no, compliment him.
I forgot where Maxi's from.
It's not important.
My young fella.
Say nice things.
Another Nike kid,
That's it? Just those 2?
Yeah.
No Tobias Harris, no... They got a new coach, Nick Nurse.
I fucks with Nick Nurse. In my book, this is a proven year for Tobias.
Why?
Because since he got paid, he ain't done shit.
He got paid? What does he got to do?
Fuck, for the city, I'm talking as a fan now.
Okay.
Shit, nigga, you gotta give us something. Like, bro, you gave us a lot of hard work to get the bread, but when you got the bread, you taking off.
That's the dream, right?
Nah, bro. The city got a bigger dream.
I feel like when you give Tobias Harris that money, you know he's a very solid player, to be clear. But you knew what that was when you gave him that money. He wasn't like 21 when he got. You know what I'm saying? He was.
That was yeah.
You knew what you was getting when you signed.
That was more
Tobias Harris, yeah.
Yeah. But I feel like this is proven year. Like, if he don't give a shit this year, hey, I think you better let it go.
But get who? How do you
replace it? Go.
Replace it with who, though?
I don't know. I mean, that's why, again, I'm not in the front office. That's why I'm not a GM. I'm coming from a fan perspective. And right now, the fans in the street is like, yo.
That's what they're saying.
I just need to give us something. We know what we going to get out of Joel certain nights.
I was going to say.
We know what we going to get out of Maxey every night.
Let's see which Tobias shows up. I thought he'd been playing well, to his credit, but
he has to. Yeah. I mean, he has in the past, but and that's just my feelings on my 7-6 Cats. You know what I mean?
So on the flip side, what are the fans in the streets? What are the Clippers fans saying in the street now that they
mad as shit? Why the fuck did we get James Harden?
Why the fuck did they get James Harden?
What is T. Lou doing?
What is T. Lou doing?
We don't need him. Let's trade him. Who's gonna pick? I don't know. I ain't in the front office. I don't know what the hell.
Is there too many cooks in that kitchen? You got James Harden. You got Russell Westbrook.
Hey.
You got Kawhi Leonard. You got Paul George. Is that too many?
I'm just worried about this cheesesteak shop on the East Coast in Philly. I got 2 cooks. I got a center and I got a point guard. I ain't worried about what go on over there on the West Coast. Once he left, I was good. That's when I start cheering for my boys.
What would you tell somebody? I'm on the West Coast. I'm dying out there because I got to watch James Harden dribble the air out of the basketball or get kicked open like a wide. You just wish me the best. This isn't helpful at all. He get like a wide open shot, but he'll pump fake it and wait for somebody else to come and get in his face. Why he don't just shoot the ball?
Why don't you shoot the ball, James? Instead of the pump fakes and the 50 dribbles. I mean, he's just asking the question.
I'm just asking the question. So how does this end for them? Because they all can be free agents. All 4 of them guys can be free agents.
How is it going to end? Is they all going to wait to the end of the season? I mean, you got 3 guards. All of them are ball heavy. You got Harden, you got Russ, and you got PG. All of them are ball heavy. Now that's just the guards. You know, Kawhi, I see him as, you know, that small forward or, you know, smaller power forward, whatever. But so he's out of this equation. But they all ball hungry, dog. I think out of all 3 of them, the one who might have the hardest time trying to find his own shot is Harden, because he needs all the dribbles. I got to touch the ball to be effective. Westbrook don't have to touch the ball to be effective. He ain't got to touch the ball every time down court to be effective.
He can cut or he can move.
Same thing with Paul George.
Right.
Paul George don't have to motherfucking touch the ball every time to come down court. He could go 2-3 times without touching and come off a pick.
Still rise up.
Bucket. But yeah, I mean, man, we could talk about this all day. Skill sets. Skill sets, hard work. Harden's time is over. He had his run. But everybody got it. Hey, yo, look. That's the sign of a great player. No one is.
So you think you talking like he an old horse and you want to like take him out back? Oh, do you?
I mean, you got to send him out the pasture. Reason being.
Okay.
He wants the big money. Who's going to pay it?
The Clippers. That's why they traded for him, right?
The Clippers ain't going to re-sign him.
You don't think so?
Fuck no.
Who's going to sign him then?
That's what I'm saying.
I think the Clippers going to re-sign him. They going to that new arena.
Why am I going to re-sign him, right? And I got 3 other dudes that I got to worry about re-signing who are more of an intricate part of my team. I got to worry about re-signing Kawhi.
I'll say is Kawhi is definitely number one. They could all opt out this summer.
I got to worry about
PG. To make
PG.
soon. Mm-hmm.
I got to worry about Russ. Right now, he's the least of my worries because one, him being the newest addition, that means he has a big contract too. We can get rid of that shit.
I'll say, but you just gave some picks, some whatever you gave up to Philly to get off of him. You gonna just let him? You send him on his way.
Philly came out on the winning end of that. That's all I'm worried about. You know what I mean? They keep everything else. We good.
What's up, everyone? It's Tyler. If you use promo code SHEED, new customers compare picks with NBA players that have higher than 1 point. All they have to do is score 1 point to win. This is the easiest way to make money on Underdog, so make sure you sign up with code SHEED to take advantage and win some money.